Welcome back, baby faces. Victor Villain here. Leslie's making their way to the ring.
Mischief, you heard?
Pretty chubby flaco, dímelo mi gente.
Oh, and that's it. Nobody else. And we back in the States, baby.
Fuck 'em. We don't need just.
We don't need just. It's US of A, Eastern Standard Time again. I'm sorry, we just had a crazy weekend, guys, over in Japón. Tu sabes, ya tu sabes, Japón. Which leads us to the first segment of the day.
Yeah.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall.
Running the ropes. That was smooth.
Running the ropes. New Japan Pro Wrestling Dominion. It was an amazing pay-per-view, guys. Did we watch?
Man.
So, John Moxley made his NJPW debut.
Oof.
And he took on a tough opponent.
No, not his debut. I'm sorry, his second match.
Second match.
Second match.
His debut, he won some
yeah,
hardware.
Yeah, he did.
It was dope. It was dope. John Moxley went up against can you pronounce the man's name?
Shadow Umino,
Yo.
which apparently is a
whoever it was. Poor fucking guy.
isn't that Red Shoe's son?
Damn.
That's Red Shoe's son.
Shit.
Got disrespected.
Damn. Shout out to Reshu, who had himself quite an evening as well.
Bless you.
Moxley goes on to win his second match, as Pretty Chubby Faco cared to share with us. And he
Incredible.
continued to berate and carry his opponent into the press area, where he there announced his G1 participation.
Ooh.
Woo!
I mean, he
How
kind
do you
of
feel about
announced it the week before, but
No, it wasn't. Oh, you're right. My bad.
yeah, he announced it at when he won his title.
It was when he won his title.
But I love that that promo. He was carrying dude, and he was just like, I think he's good to drive. It shows that he's gonna be like insane. So like, understand, like WWE put like bubble wrap on his entire character, cause like he's essentially like that lunatic kind of like crazy shit, but like with bubble gum, like just like pussified, if you will. Like they kind of like watered it down to like some cartoon. Cartoon, yeah. So it's nice to see that he's gonna have a sense of humor and that he's gonna be like.
It was funny. It was fucking
The
hilarious.
purveyor of violence.
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
He fucking beat the shit out of him, and then he kept saying he was gonna train. He was gonna train him or some shit. I forgot what exactly he said.
I don't know, but he took a photo with him
he
backstage.
took a photo and all that shit. It was an amazing card, guys. The card continues with Shingo and Koji. Ooh, shit.
Ooh.
That means we're about to get hardcore extreme in this bitch. Woo! And it's going down. Yoshihashi and Jushin Thunder Liger.
Who?
the fuck is that guy?
You don't know who Jushin Thunder Liger is?
Jushin Thunder Liger. I can't read from back
Social
here.
Tiger.
It was a corny match. I didn't like this match.
It was not Jushin Liger. Zack Sabre Jr. is always fun to watch, man. He is so quick, so agile, like Ricochet. Like I want to see him move up. I hope, like to me, he's gonna be like an Evan Bourne.
Okay.
And Evan Bourne, like, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So like, I hope he doesn't get hurt, and I hope he does dope shit, cause man, he's got potential.
Well, moving on, Hiroshi Tanahashi, Juice Robinson, and Taguchi defeat Jay White, Chase Owens, Taiji Shimura, the Bullet Club, guys. The less entertaining Bullet Club?
Blah. Moving on.
What? Is that how we feel? Man,
Yeah.
guys, the Bullet Club was taking over the world. It has taken over the world at one point. Like, you couldn't talk wrestling without mentioning Bullet Club at one point.
Who?
What is happening? What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, they just ain't hot no more.
Holy shit.
I don't know. You know what I mean? I think
So that cutthroat era ain't working?
it's not
Cutthroat
working.
era, that just shows, I think, that the Bullet Club was all the elite
Cody
guys
and- yeah.
shit. Like,
You know who they need?
Oh!
Scott Hall? Yeah, Scott Hall should come back and be the bad guy for Bullet Club.
Well, here's one you would appreciate. Tamatanga and
Yes.
his brother.
The best part of Bullet Club.
Tangaloa. They defeat Evil and Sonata. It was a great match. They went back and forth. A lot of jabbing. Yo, a lot of shit talking too, man. Tonga was going off.
His
Very
character work.
entertaining match.
Yo, his character work is always on point.
Off
And
the
then the
chain,
promo
though.
afterwards was fire too.
Yeah, hell yeah. He
He
kills
said,
it.
"I'ma talk shit." I
Yo.
like them, yo. They're fucking enjoyable to watch. And then they challenged anybody. They challenged the Usos. They challenged Revival. Yo, they called them out. They said, "Yo, we'll wrestle anybody." Yo, don't think you can't climb that fence or whatever the fuck he said.
Don't let that fence stop you.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
don't let that fence stop you, man.
Bars.
The Usos therefore responded on Twitter. Everybody's calling us out. Everybody want a part of
Everybody.
the Usos?
Cream will rise to the top. Oh yeah.
Speaking of the cream and the top, Will Ospreay
What?
and Dragon Lee. All of that. Hey, oh. Yeah, I buried myself with that one. Crazy ass match, guys. I think did this dude Meltzer give it a fucking 10 stars? I heard somebody say.
Oh, Will Ospreay's another one, man. Oh man, his style is so fast, so athletic. Like, don't get hurt, man. Don't get hurt. Protect yourselves, cause
Yo,
his
how about that
and his
dive,
work,
nigga?
his work as a heel, Ospreay's work as a heel has been fucking dope. Dope. He's got attitude. Like, you saw his outfit. It was all like gold lace and shit. He looked like he had like a.
Didn't he come out with that fencing sword?
Oh yeah. He looked like a freaking. He always looks like one of those.
Conquistador with like his fucking jacket match.
He always looks like a
It was
superhero.
dope. Like Assassin's Creed.
Yes, that's what I was looking for.
Fell in a
Assassin's Creed.
pile of gold and fucking. It was dope. It was dope, man. Like it's character development for him, and it's working, man. Respect to him.
Before we even I skipped a fucking incredible match though. Ishii defeats Tai Chi to win the never open. Yo, Tai Chi reminds me of a fucking. He reminds me of a Devil May Cry dude with a microphone. So picture the character from a Devil May Cry walking down to the ring with a fucking microphone, singing his own entrance music. Ishii's a fucking monster.
Quick?
Kills him. OD.
Well, R-Truth?
El verdadero R. Guys, it got more violent though. Naito defeats Kota Ibushi.
Holy shit.
In what was something. Yo, 2 classics back to back, yo. Without a fucking palate cleanser, as we like to.
Cause yo, you're there to watch a spectacle. You don't need a palate cleanser. Palate cleansers are filler. We don't need fillers. We want that shit injected into our fucking veins. Like, do you
Facts.
understand how many fucking podcasts live off this shit? That fucking people like that watch this shit. You think that having a billion dollar company is an accident? You fucking like look at that shit. People want this shit in the highest, most potent way possible. Don't give us that filler shit. That filler shit is a lack of creativity. Fuck that. You have the most talented company you've ever had. This is the most talent. Athleticism. You've never had this in any kind of fucking version or generation. Like, Ruthless Aggression was great in its own right. Attitude Era and blah, blah, and the Golden Era. Yo, athletes. They were athletes back then. I'm not saying they weren't, but yo, geez, son. They'll admit it themselves. So you've got all this talent, and you've got like even like the card that you think the match that you think wouldn't be good could be good in like a 2-minute segment, but you give us like these mismatches. It's insane how they mismanage the whole situation.
So what do you think now if let's just say New Japan gets a TV deal now, like TNT, let's say just hypothetically TBS. Let's just say they got TBS. Now we have AEW, NJPW, WWE.
If AEW is really smart, they'll help that. They'll make that happen. They'll help make that happen.
I mean, well, they have access now. I mean, no shots at Access Television or anything, but it's,
Alright.
nobody really talks about Access. TNT, USA Network. These are known, established networks that have been there for a long run, and they put up banging shows, and they have the ratings. So these are networks people talk about, right? I'm talking like NJPW gets one of them. Like, okay, they got Fox. What if they got ABC or some shit? You know, like some shit like that. Now we got
Dope shit.
dope shit. More. Well, we got more eyes.
Put them on a Thursday night, yo. People won't watch that shit. People are watching it now. Like, you're losing so much money by having people have to go through the internet.
Hey,
Put that shit on TV.
people are lazy. I know. I'm one of them. Okada and Jericho, guys. Was it everything?
It was dope.
It was alright.
It was dope.
Man,
I mean, he did a line salt, so that's cool.
the fight was amazing. They had.
I didn't think he had it in him, but yo, kudos.
It was a dope match.
Fuck.
Post match. I guess we all did.
My bad.
Post match was dope too. He got into it with Red Shoes to throw him out the ring, fucked him up again. He has a thing with Red Shoes. I don't know, but
Must be the
incredible
Red
night. He calls Okada a bitch and storms off. It was fucking hilarious. Pretty chubby Flacco. I think it's time for a segment of yours that we like to do.
Ooh.
Why don't you take it over with some sucres?
100 sucres.
Oh, ¿cuántos sucres tú le das hoy?
So what am I giving NJPW Dominion?
Now, what are you rating here? You rating show or matches or like?
I think I'll rate all around
Overall,
pay-per-view. Overall pay-per-view. And I'll give this one I'll give it 70 sucres.
Oh,
70.
70
Para
sucres.
mi ñaño y mi ñañas out there.
Oh,
I can't get no guineo with that.
this one had two classics.
Yo.
Osprey and
All right.
Dragon Lee. And
I'll give it 75.
75. Okay.
75 sucres.
There you have it, folks.
Trash.
Caca sandwich. Caca
Trash. That is trash.
I guess we're gonna move on then.
A little
I think
later.
it's time to get raw.
Oh, you're gonna go there? All right, fine. Little tease for you.
Watch out, cause it be raining. Last week it was raining raw signs. I was like, oh, shit. I didn't get my umbrella and shit. But yeah, what was the worst shit? No. Let's start with the best shit. I can't start with the worst.
Let's start with
Let's
best.
start with the best shit of Raw this week.
The best shit of Raw. Ricochet, The Miz, Braun Strowman,
Yeah, we gotta go with that
against
6-man tag.
Samoa Joe, Cesaro, and
6-man tag.
Bobby Lashley.
So, I have a beef with 6-man tags. We all know this.
Yeah.
This one was fucking dope. You had Braun Strowman rolling around like a fucking lunatic. I think he literally saw Ricochet across from me. He said, "Fuck this! I gotta show one up this motherfucker."
That's the match I want to see Braun and Bobby Lashley in. Not a fucking arm wrestling match.
What the fuck?
I don't want to see these motherfuckers arm wrestle. I want us to, yo, do that. Give us 6 minutes of that.
Stupid idiot!
Yo, it's simple, man. Like, they could do it, clearly. That was a brilliant, like, 30-second exhibition. Like, they should have had more time to do that. That would be a feud I would want to watch. Don't give them the bullshit. Let's get real.
Something tells me that Vince McMahon believes that he puts on these 6-man tags because maybe the Indies at one point when the Young Bucks were doing them, it was the thing. So I would like to believe that Vince is crazy enough to think that it's still a thing to do and just keep 6-man tags. But this one actually worked out.
If 6-man tags were like this all the time,
Perfect.
okay, that's how you exhibit talent that doesn't get on TV. You put them in a 6-man tag, but you let them rock.
You even had Ricochet Cesaro 4 here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was fucking dope.
It was disguised. I mean,
Only 3 more matches till they become a tag team.
start that countdown.
They're gonna be called Ricola.
Yo,
Ricola.
Oh my god.
you fucked me up. I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say.
So
JP Savage?
you were gonna say best segment.
Nah, I was gonna say that the match was fucking dope, but I forgot. Oh, Cesaro,
Ricochet.
Ricochet. Whose fault was that? Whose fault was that? Because,
Okay.
all right, so first of all, let me clarify that they're performers and, you know, anybody could make an accident, blah, blah, blah. But someone's at fault. And we're debating that. That's
Folks, we're obviously talking about the landing that Ricochet had over Cesaro in the top corner at the end of the match. I say the person who jumps off the top rope, I want to believe holds the most responsibility of the outcome because he's the one that's, you know, got to control the landing. I want to believe that. So I got to put the blame on Ricochet.
while there is blame to go on all sides.
There is.
I think it's a 50-50 effort.
Cesaro should have laid flat. If Cesaro was flat and Ricochet landed
That's a
on
great
where
point.
where he landed ultimately, like in the lower thigh, like knee, it wouldn't have been as bad anyway.
And you've been going all day on Twitter with this shit, right?
Yeah, man, people been going back and forth, but ultimately, I mean, yeah, no doubt, like Ricochet should have landed in the torso, which is where you're supposed to land, but he's doing a fucking backflip from the fucking top rope. You know what I'm saying? Like, holy shit, you know, you're at the bottom. Like, the least you could do is kind of lay there and.
This is the first time he runs into this problem, though. He's been
Right.
doing it every match.
It's a little mistake, whatever. I mean, Cesaro's not hurt,
Nah,
so that's good.
Nah, we good. Keep rocking.
But the whole match was fire, except that Miz can't jump on the top rope, but that's a whole nother discussion.
So what do we have for the best segment for Raw?
So, I think all of the wrestling universe is that you asked us to will probably debate it, and have a hard time picking. But I want to go with R-Truth.
R-Truth.
R-Truth segment in the elevator. Dog, that shit is fucking money.
How about
That shit is fucking. They are using this 24/7 so fucking.
Yo, what
well.
did EC3 say to him?
he
That
said, "I'm gonna eat you,"
Wow.
and he pulled out a fork from his tights, which is
It
disgusting.
was like a cup and a
But
fork, right?
notice
Yeah.
when the shit started getting real, he'd be the one to fucking laugh. He's the only one fucking laughing.
Yo,
It's
Carmelo was cracking up. I think they had a really good time. Fucking R-Truth said he's afraid of blonde hair and hornswoggle. And Drake goes, "I'm not hornswoggle. I'm just a small person. I'm a small man." Yo, that shit was hilarious, bro.
Oh my god.
While I appreciate you, bro. Bray Wyatt's Firefly Funhouse.
What? He hit the rabbit with a hammer,
The rambling rabbit.
and some ketchup came out.
Marmalade.
Marmalade.
Yowie wowie marmalade.
Oh, it was jam, right? It was, yo, I loved what he said at the end, though. He comes up, we was promoting the fucking jam. He goes, without a smash or some shit. He said smash at the end. I forgot what it was. It was fucking hilarious.
Yo, so the
I'm getting that
internet,
shit.
the internet was trying to like piece this shit together. Like this is a veiled shot at AEW. I think you're reaching too hard.
Or too far, because we have a reacher on our end, too, who has a theory.
Well, they were saying like the hammer, the end of it looked like a dice, so it was like a double or nothing thing. And the door says like, I forgot what the fucking phrase said on the door, but it was like, if ye who leave here have no hope or some shit like that. Like kind of like any talent that wants to leave, like.
Oh,
There's
I gotta
no-
rewatch this.
Is it throwing shot at John Moxley?
Right, like some shit like that.
Wow.
It's like
Hey,
because the rabbit was complaining about like, oh, you know, this is how I'm being treated and blah blah blah. You know, I'm gonna say a bunch of shit, and he goes, no, you're not. Fuck them up.
Yo, you know what? We got a new best segment of the week.
I'm just saying.
Damn.
I don't know. I
gotta
think
rewatch
I
this
think
shit
it's a
now.
reach, but it's interesting. I hope it is. I mean, it makes a more interesting story if it was. I don't know if it is though. I think it's
Hey,
a
if
reach.
history likes to repeat itself like it does, yeah, man, this is what that was. If all facts were, I have to rewatch this. I gotta rewatch this shit. But yeah, I think so. Why not?
That'd be
People
fun.
were bitching that they didn't respond last week.
Right. So this
So-
is the response.
All right. Worst segment. Let's do worst segment. Shane McMahon, Drew McIntyre. They came out to the ring.
See, I disagree with you wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
This is the what? The intro, right? Pretty chubby.
This is
The opening segment of the day.
nah.
Of
This
the,
is,
night, of the night.
he popped champagne and he drank out of the World Cup and shit.
Oh no!
I
no,
love
this is the
that.
little thing. Yeah. Okay.
I love that. I thought that shit was great. Fucking drink, because that's what I would have done. I would have drank out the fucking cup, and Drew McIntyre drank out the bottle, and fucking fuck him. Yo, this is yeah.
Ese mismo.
He's the billionaire fucking Vince McMahon now. Like he's the one that's fucking playing that mean boss role. He can wrestle. Everybody's like bitching about it, but yo, he's a better match than a lot of other people. And don't forget, like this is his company. Like if I had a wrestling company, I'd wrestle if I wanted to wrestle. Fuck y'all. And it's not like his matches are boring. You're just upset at the build, but that's like a creative thing. And I thought this was kind of interesting. They had a fun kind of moment in the ring. He drank out of the cup. The Revival came out. He didn't let him drink. That was funny. Like, I don't know, man.
Nah, yeah, I don't agree with that either, Pretty Chubby. But I want to put in Bliss and Nikki Cross. I just don't like only the segment because I want to say that. Well, we'll get to that to SmackDown, but the segment with Bliss and Nikki Cross and the whole Nikki Cross showing emotion and shit and getting out of her character now, it's just it kills me.
I think they're building a story between those two. And eventually she's going to lash out on
That's
Bliss.
fine, but now you're taking Nikki Cross and you're making her do shit that is not in her character, her original character.
she has to evolve.
That's not evolving. That's like repackaging, man. Like, I don't know. Something doesn't really sit
What if,
well with
like,
that shit.
what they're doing is, like, setting her up to just snap again?
If they do some shit like that.
So let her
maybe.
snap on Alexa Bliss, and they can have a pretty fun match if Alexa Bliss wants to go. And the fact that she took that head bump, son, I was surprised.
Yeah, what was up with that?
That Bailey like power bomb,
yeah.
like rolled into a power bomb into the buckle.
Bailey didn't want to lose that strap, is what it is.
Fuck this bitch, bang. Nah, but kudos to her for taking the bump. I just don't think that was wise.
It looked like she was fine afterwards.
Yeah.
Worst match, Iconics. Girls, I love it. I love y'all, but that was bad. That was bad.
Stupid idiot.
One of them had a wardrobe malfunction. Like, one of the thicker talents.
I think that this whole women's tag team thing is just
Listen,
son.
I wanna take this opportunity.
Damn it, you kissed my ass.
Well, I want to take this opportunity to just thank the wonderful cameramen at WWE. I will never not enjoy a women's match because of the great camera work that is done.
You sound like a psychopath. Do not let this man around schools.
But kudos to them.
Apologize.
Absolutely nobody. I'm just showing love and appreciation where it's due. These cameramen don't get the credit they deserve. Kudos to y'all, man. Keep up the great work, man.
Yeah, you got the sucio cam over here.
False finish life. We out here. Moving on to SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank
we about
God,
to smack
cause,
shit
whoa.
up. SmackDown. How we looking with SmackDown? We don't know shit.
So what was the best match for SmackDown this
Gran
week?
mierda. So I told you I told you that Bailey and I told you the Nikki Cross shit was bad, right? Damn, yo, like it was that bad.
The fuck? This is what you get.
What'd you get?
Stupid idiot.
Stupid idiot.
So Bailey and Cross.
Bailey and Cross is the
Tell me
favorite
about
best match. It was simple, subtle, but like they got this. They're no botches. First of all, no botches. Amazing. Hit their spots. Bailey actually connected with that. You know that torpedo DDT that Sami Zayn does through the turnbuckle.
Oh yeah, but
Doesn't
she
she do
got
a
snagged,
dropkick?
right?
Yeah, but Bailey got the first one off, and then Nikki finally. Yo, this is the first time I see Nikki Cross pull that shit off convincingly, like smoothly as fuck. She goes, counters it, wraps her up in the apron, beats the shit out of her. Dope as fuck. First time I've seen her do it without like mad effort. Like, you know how when you try to do a move that you have to force it because it's not like
smooth. Yeah.
It's not like, you know, a comment like a Canadian Destroyer. Shout out to Petey Williams. But yo, great match. It's quick too, not too long, and it was simple. It got Bailey over, get her ready for the match with Bliss. So building that story. I think it was great. Anybody else got a different one? Or? Nah, that's it. Best segment. This is where it gets complicated.
Nah, it doesn't. R-Truth takes this one.
You think so?
Yes. R-Truth is now
What about the New Day?
Oh, fuck, you're right. I forgot.
This SmackDown.
I forgot it's SmackDown. Like,
R-Truth just won the one with the elevator.
I know.
But R-Truth got the one with the fuck. He got shipped to fucking Raw. He's on his way to Raw right now.
all right, you know what fucked me up? Here we go. You know what
Budweiser.
You know what fucked
Shout out
me
to
up?
Budweiser.
All right. Why do we have two brands? Why do we have a brand split?
It's funny that you look like Kevin Owens, but Kevin Owens also asks the same fucking question.
Son, like, what is, what, like, for what? There does not have to be two fucking, like, when Smackdown came around the first time, its most successful iteration probably was the fucking, the roster was just intermingled between both shows. There was not two different brands.
And it had a cool fist logo, too.
It did have a dope logo. That's the coolest set they've ever had. That and Backlash.
Shout out to
I
Fisting.
mean,
No.
right.
Was it Backlash? The one with the fucking hooks? Or is that Armageddon?
We'll never get
No,
that.
that was
That's
Backlash.
We'll never
Backlash?
get that.
Yeah, that shit was dope.
Shout out to Sleepovers.
But yeah, man, New Day are our truth, man. New Day are our truth.
So New Day.
Cause I know you like the New Day one, and not for nothing, Biggie was truly missed, man. Once he got out there and spoke, man, like you could tell that the fucking the entertainment that was lacking of the New Day without him, it was finally back, and they did some shit on the mic.
The Charlotte quip about him if he'd be Charlotte.
That's
the
a booking joke.
The booking joke, no, because you were booking your flight to Charlotte. That shit was smooth. Like Kofi leveled up tonight, because I think he was having a good time because his boy was in the ring, and that was really cool. I don't know, like that's just how I took it. Like, and I thought they all sold the excitement really well. Kofi, his what was it? Your boy hit him hard or whatever.
What you do to your boy Ziggler when you fed? Oh, I beat that boy, yo. I beat that boy. I hit him with the most shots.
I hit him with the most
Kofi
shots.
Kingston defeated Ziggler not only by pinfall but via points, ladies and gentlemen.
I hit him with the most shots.
I hit him with the most shots.
That's it. Yo, that's a
You
drop.
gotta pick one though. You gotta pick one though.
That's
Gun
it.
to your
That's
head.
it.
That was it.
That's it. Yup.
Nah, man.
I hit him with the most shots.
R-Truth got shipped to fucking Raw, dog. He's there waiting, yo.
He gonna wait till next week then, so we can give him another fucking segment.
Worse. Let's talk shit. The drizzling shits. Let's talk. Shout out to Bruce Pritchard and something to wrestle. Let's talk about the drizzling shits.
I think you had said something about the 6-man.
The 6-man fucking tag match. The
Six-man
main
tag?
event the night was terrible. Terrible. Nothing. You remember the 6-man tag on Raw with Ricochet and these guys and shit? No?
Nah, when did that happen?
Nothing like it.
Exactly.
Nothing like it.
Trash.
I didn't. And these guys were main eventers. Of course, you have the Ziggler and Kofi, and then you have the tag. I think they're gonna be a tag match, right? Owens and Zayn versus the rest of New Day. I think that's where they're going with this. Maybe.
It's
Who cares?
who cares,
Exactly.
son?
But it was just so lackluster. The promo before it killed the fucking match too. Like, ugh. When Ziggler came out, not like the New Day part, but like Ziggler came out, and then it was like, oh, here we go with his fucking story.
Overall, SmackDown and Raw this week were both more entertaining overall, I think, than they have been in some time. I thought the matches were better than they have been in general, right? Like, we have our things to complain about, but in general, I thought the shows are getting better, but people are just like not loving the fucking direction. Like, there's no connective tissue between any of the matches right now. The stories are not being told.
Shout
And
out to Sasha
Velveteen
Banks.
Dream has something to say about that.
Velveteen, okay.
Velveteen.
What was
So
that?
he was on IG, right, putting up on his stories talking about like, why do people think that we control our script? Obviously not verbatim, right? Like, why? Like, we don't control our script. Like, what kind of actors control their script in a TV series?
Wow, that's
people
a
have
great
to
point,
people
man.
have to fail before they succeed, right? Like, by doing like the regular shit. Pretty Chubby Flacco just like gave me that. Thank you very much.
Good shit.
WWE's TV show put on cable network TV by who, you ask? Vince McMahon. He's director of all the TV shows, blah, blah, blah. Yo, like, he puts a lot of good points. He's like, ultimately, the thing we've been saying, you're controlling your own character. It's your character's job, like your actor's job, your wrestler's job to put whatever trash bag story they give you to work. And then he said Austin was the ringmaster, and then he did the ringmaster bad gimmick. Did the ringmaster so well they trusted him. He became Stone Cold, right? The Rock, Rocky Maivia, bad gimmick. Yo, son, like, he's not. No lies were told in the making of that fucking video, of that series of of exchanges, and ultimately that's where we're at. That's the argument, right? Is it Vince McMahon's booking, or is talent not doing not carrying it out, not executing? A coach can put together a great game plan, but if the players don't execute, you lose the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's facts. I think he's right, man. He's very right.
Because at the end of the day, in the last 40 years, who gives a final green light for everything that happens? Vince.
And wow, I didn't think of that analogy with the acting and the. He's right. No TV series. What actor do you know can change the fucking script?
And that's what Rip Rogers said.
Yeah.
Right, and that's kind of what Mike Quackenbush said, right? Like, yo, you're your character, and you play your character like to the death of you, and like you make that work, whatever that is. If you're a serpent, if you're a fucking like bug, if you're whatever it is, if
you're a bug, you can't go fucking fight a lion, dog. Pick your battles.
Whatever.
Hashtag advice from HPC.
Hashtag advice.
Yo, how
it's gonna be a hashtag
how
advice.
haven't
And that's the bottom line.
how haven't y'all shut us down yet? What's wrong with y'all? How have y'all not shut us down? Worst segment, the six man segment.
The sick man segment.
The six man segment.
Talk about it.
Gran mierda. Ziggler comes out crying like a little bitch. It should have been me. Sounding like Justin Timberlake too, by the ad. Looking like him.
That's the problem with the New Day segment, is that it led to
it dragged too long. So by the time Ziggler came out, the New Day was fine if they ended it with that.
Yeah.
And they cut to commercial. Then did they go? I don't remember if they led into the match after that, or they cut and then went into the match. I don't know if after that was right away the match.
Who cares? The shit was
No, because if it did, then I understand it a little bit more. But it still dragged a lot, man. And then fucking Sami Zayn tried his best to save it. I think Kevin Owens did the most to save it when he came out.
Listen.
But it was just fucking an eternity, bro.
What it comes down to is that somebody online on Twitter, we retweeted it. I can't remember your name, goddammit. But we only watched 30% of airtime's worth of wrestling. We didn't watch wrestling. We watched entertainment.
That's true.
Yo, whatever. They did the fucking math. They were better than I was.
It's like a 38.7%.
Yeah, it was like a 38%.
And like 5 hours of wrestling?
Yes. Like, that's what you're watching. That's what you're paying to watch. It's less than half of what the fuck is happening.
Who the fuck paid to see SmackDown? Yeah, it was terrible. I didn't really see anything else to highlight. I mean, shout out to Sonya Deville's match with I think it was Ember Moon. No, she had a segment with Ember Moon.
No, Sonya Deville fought Carmella.
But she fought Carmella.
Carmella.
And that was a dope match in itself. But there was other highlights too. Shout out to Kevin Owens for being funny as hell on the mic. He comes out, the first thing he says was like, "Oh, yeah, I'm here thanks to the wild card rule, whatever the hell that is."
Acknowledge
it.
Like, acknowledge the bullshit. I appreciate
love
that.
Love that. There was other highlights, but I mean, pretty much that's what it was for what it was. Why don't we give him some good shit, guys? Why don't we talk to him?
Well, before we talk about anything else, we gotta talk about good shit.
That's some good shit, yeah. That's what I mean.
So
good shit.
Saturday.
What? Saturday. Did I just
Saturday.
hear?
Sabado.
Why do I hear Rick
From
Rogers next to
Spanish-speaking
me?
people.
Saturday, July 20th.
It's the ghost of Rip Rogers haunting me.
Synergy is presenting the Garden State Invitational.
Check that shit out right here. Right here, right in the bottom, right there.
You want to watch Premier Talent do the thing? They've already confirmed Homicide, Warhorse, man. Guys, check it out right there. Follow at Synergy Wrestle. The show's gonna be lit. There's gonna be.
Is this guy gonna be there?
He's not gonna be there, but I think.
Oh no, you're no
But
boy.
I will be wearing his shirt.
You're no boy.
But the bad guys. What do you think? You want to crash a party?
I think we're gonna crash.
We might want to crash a party.
Crash that.
Why don't you tune in and find out?
Hey!
All right, you guys should check that out.
Man. We don't know yet.
And speaking about good things,
Let's talk about.
don't forget to check out our merchandise.
Oh,
we got merch.
Yeah, we got merch.
The
We
fuck?
got this skull right here.
Oh shit, yeah.
Ooh, what's that?
Oh, there's that shit
HTC
right here?
original skull.
Oh, it's merch. Hey.
Check us out. Heels Pops Chair Shots.
Put some swag in your step. Hey, we out.
What if Punishment Martinez came out with The Undertaker as American Badass? Wouldn't that be a swerve that you're not expecting? And but Undertaker doesn't wrestle. Like Undertaker's purely like just there for like backup and clout and shit. They're like the new APA, but they don't really like only Punishment wrestles. You know what I mean? Like they're just tough dudes. Fuck it. Yeah. What do you want to do?
Well, the Undertaker likes to he likes to like bring smoke in his aura. I think we should bring the smoke now.
We'll bring the smoke.
Following contest.
Who the fuck was that guy?
Who the fuck was that guy? So in the smoke, we're gonna bring the smoke right here and talk about what you guys wanted to talk about. You guys add us on Twitter, and a lot of comments seem to be coming about Stomping Grounds. Stomping Grounds is in 2 weeks, and it's developing into a fucking another rematch riddled show, right? Y-Man Podcast. Think WWE is building to a huge SummerSlam card because they're just treading water because of the Super Showdown and Stomping Ground shows are just rematch shows. To that point, right, at 5-star match, also said Stomping Grounds is going to be a Super Showdown 2.0 because it is. It's all been a bunch of rematches, right?
Like in case you forgot to watch and did yourself the favor of not watching Super Showdown, you can always catch it live on Stomping Grounds.
Right, and exactly.
Shout out to Lugs for that the logo.
Oh man, that logo
Lugs.
but
I thought that shit was familiar.
He also was talking about a big SummerSlam, right, to lead into Fox, right?
What was that? At who?
At the Rich Edkin. Right. He hit us up, right? Platinum ACV1 talked about like, yo, they just recently sent out 50,000 surveys asking people, like fans, right? They're subscribers. What do you think about the product? How can we get better? Blah 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 blah.
And they haven't read it yet.
And this is where we're at, yo. That's embarrassing. That means your process does not work.
To read, man. They got a lot of suggestions.
Where the fuck is my survey?
At Too Sweet Cosplay was like, I thought WWE was year round. Why are we just doing repeats in the summer? You're right. We're just gonna oh yeah, run that back real quick. Just like we do after WrestleMania every year. And KC Dave 85 said that we should just call this Rematch Fest. And you're absolutely right, because that's all we're getting. That's all we're getting. We're just getting a bunch of the same bullshit.
That's why it felt like maybe we should have called it one of those sub pay-per-views that come out every year, like back in the days. Remember, like Insurrection or some shit, one of those Canadian or UK pay-per-views, those spin-offs.
In your house.
Remember One Night Only where British Bulldog lost the European Championship to Shawn Michaels before the fucking In Your House pay-per-view and shit? That was like, I don't know.
All right, but let's talk about the heels, pops, and chair shots of the week.
Oh, we gotta do that. We gotta do that.
So heels.
Let's talk about the heels.
I'm a heel.
Nah, we talk about the chair shots. We end with the heels.
That's right.
Yeah, god damn it. We start with.
Chair shots meaning. Chair shots meaning now. What deserves a fucking chair shot this week? Like, it's gonna be some negative shit.
Yeah,
does have to be a match. Does have to be
shit
some,
that just was like, it
why?
wasn't what you wanted it to be.
Or whatever.
Or whatever.
Talk to him. What y'all mad at, yo? What y'all mad at this week?
What you mad at?
I'm mad at Lacey Evans.
Oh!
Chair shots. Why?
What's up with that botching belly to Bailey?
Oh, she sandbagged the hard, y'all.
Oh, for real? What's up with that?
Yeah, I mean, Lacey Evans, come on, girl. Like, we want to like you.
I didn't like the timing on anybody in that match, to be honest. And I didn't like that Alexa Bliss took a fucking bump. And
to the turnbuckle?
The turnbuckle. There was a lot of shit wrong with that match.
Was risque.
But seeing Lacey sandbag that only tells me one thing. That tells me she wasn't ready for the move, which means her timing was off and she wasn't unprepared. She was unprepared. And this isn't shit you're supposed to be seeing, and somebody's about to get this push. Vince is really high on her. She has a Navy SEALs background, so she's very athletic, very physical.
Yeah, she got the look.
She should hack it.
She got the character.
It shouldn't be anything wrong with that. It's just a little, eyebrow raising or what do I want to say here, Mister?
I don't know, motherfucker, because I disagree with you wholeheartedly.
It's all too.
I think, Lacey Evans has had her inconsistencies.
Okay.
And last week was really bad, right? That match with Charlotte that everyone talked about. And we ultimately said, like, Lacey Evans, you're the rookie. You kind of get the blame on this one, right? Because Charlotte has proved that she could carry her weight. But, Lacey Evans is developing nicely. And she needs to sharpen that ring work for sure.
Yeah.
For her character, like, we want mic work.
Fuck the character, fuck the mic work.
Nah, that matters, yo.
No, that's dope. That's what I'm saying. Don't worry about that, because that's a given. She got that shit.
But
on
think
point.
about
The
how
gimmick
many
is amazing.
Think about how many people don't have a gimmick but have the in-ring ability. So you know what I'm saying? Like
okay.
she brings a very good part to the table, and it's not that she can't wrestle, right? Like, we never said she can't wrestle. We said, yo, stop fucking up. Like, yo, you're good. You know what I mean? Like,
maybe she overthinking it. Maybe
whatever it is, man. But she's gonna be special, and her heel work is.
You've grown on me, Mister.
Son, I'm
you sure you're not turning baby on me?
Damn it, you kiss my ass now.
That's how I feel.
Because Brie Bella don't feel that way about you. Hey, so listen.
Brie Bella.
Remember those 3 weeks?
I'm not talking
Pops. Oh no. Let's talk more chair shots. I want to throw in the Iconics.
Ooh, why?
It just gave. I was really high on the Iconics. I love these girls, and it just put a bad taste in my mouth, yo. That's what she said. But listen, it's just I wasn't expecting it. And I don't mean the whole champions versus jobber gimmick, because we've seen this before, and I don't mind it. It's just the inside. It was sloppy. It was sloppy inside the ring. You went out and got local talent. Who got this talent?
Yo, they look like freshmen in high school, bro.
And then one had a wardrobe malfunction. And well, not her fault, maybe whatever. That's not the case.
You love those wardrobe malfunctions, huh?
You brought that up now 8 times in this conversation.
But these are just things. These are just things that you avoid when you scout talent. No, like
that's a titty man, fully man.
You know why I'm in a big span?
You're the WWE. You're professionals. You're having people from other companies, promotions coming onto your show to work with your top talent, and you're not. And you get these girls like. Is it a risky run? Maybe it's a risky run?
Listen.
You run that risk when you do this?
Ultimately, right? Who is your favorite heel of all time?
Damn. It's close, but I like Triple H.
No, that one. Nah, the old school one.
Oh, $1 Million Man.
The $1 Million Man. Was he known for his ring work?
Hell no. No, yeah. He was a technician, but it wasn't like the first thing you saw. It's not.
You
didn't go, oh, $1 Million Man, he was a technician. You're $1 Million Man.
He was known for grabbing a mic and making you hate that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Bobby Heenan was not known for his wrestling ability. Mm-hmm. Not that he didn't have any, just saying. Like, he went when he was younger, but.
I see where you're going.
Son.
Hey, yo.
That's all I'm saying. I'll stop right there. I'm just saying.
We do not have that drop.
We don't have an iconic drop, so now you just look like an asshole.
Next week.
Oh, iconic. There, I got you. You gotta be freaking joking me. Yo, like, they're dropping bars. They're being funny. If they were more consistent in the ring well.
No, there's too many people. There's too many people. Because.
Nah, they both be fucking up. Billy Kay more than
Billy Kay more, but because Peyton Royce is just. She's better skilled, I think. I want to think.
I believe that. I think they're better than their wrestling ability is showing right now.
Any more chair shots we got in there?
Miz trying to jump off the top rope. Yo, had it been anybody else, people would have been wilding. I thought it was hilarious. See, like, I'll permit, like, mistakes happen. Yeah, that shit was funny, man. He played it up, too. Like, fucking Drew McIntyre's like, fuck her. Hey, what I do with this motherfucker? I was supposed to get elbowed in the face. And they rolled with it, yo. It was good.
Hey, it worked. You
whatever,
make it work. It. We rocking.
Called it in the ring.
Pretty chubby. You got any chair shots?
I mean... I think
we're good.
Yeah,
chair shots?
Yeah, I thought one of you motherfuckers was going to say Cesaro. I mean Ricochet.
Oh,
because neither of them deserve a chair shot for that.
No, all right. Yeah, no.
All right, moving forward.
Pops
of the week.
Easily
I
You
forgot
know-
we had that drop.
Yeah, I was about to say easily Big E, but there's just so many other things that happened this week outside the world of the WWE that got pops. I just don't think it would have been as loud as the one that Big E got for SmackDown, so I want to say Big E because it did get loud. Let me get back. Anybody else differ? Or?
Nah, that's it.
I think that was the biggest.
No, Moxley, man, in Japan, lighting it up.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because I don't feel the Japanese crowd is different, right? They don't go too crazy, but the fact that they popped that's a big thing.
They were popping during fucking
I just think the
Ospreay's
levels
match.
are different, but yeah, that maybe their pop means more.
I don't know.
But Moxley and Kenta announcing for the G1. By the way, Kenta is now in New Japan.
Stupid idiots!
Officially. Anything else that got praise or pops this week,
Nah,
man?
fuck them. Let's talk. Well, I mean, the segments of the week that need recognition and they should get. They got pops out
the
of
fact
everybody.
that we got segment battles now.
Son, Bray Wyatt and R-Truth. R-Truth is like really like just spontaneous, organic. Like he's being funny. He's using his social media.
He's
being
gold on the mic.
Yo, he's just, and we've praised his fucking skills forever, forever, and
Husky
I'm glad,
Harris.
like, son. And here comes Bray Wyatt with these fucking beautiful presents that he's dropping us on a weekly basis. These Firefly Funhouses. So, both of them are dropping great content, and the YouTube numbers show.
Yeah, all facts. Facts. And let's get evil now. Let's get bad. Let's get mean. Let's get rude. Let's get obnoxious. Let's get social media. Let's get heel of the fucking week.
So
There's
a couple.
No, I got an undisputed one.
All right, so Jericho pulled out of Fyter Fest, which also today we found out was $3.99, son. It is $3.
Let's get it.
Free as in zero, son. So
That means I'm gonna take my wallet, right? This
that's
time.
not this
But
time.
we still gotta buy a beer.
Yeah, for sure.
They always make me take that shit out. Like when it's
That's
time
what
to
she
fucking
said.
pay shit.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes also gave an update on the ongoing situations with Pac. It wasn't much, but
They're working it out because he is part of the AEW roster, but they're working something out.
yeah, but they didn't say shit. He was just like, we're talking it out.
It's a little tease.
Yeah. So Fox leaked. Well, I don't know who leaked, but someone leaked Fox's Smackdown logo. Have you guys seen it?
I won't call him a heel though. I'll call that guy a face. Doing us a service.
Oh my bad. I forgot about the Smackdown logo. Thought I'd throw that in there. But
No, I'm saying that the fact that he released it for us is
I guess
that's a hero move.
yeah.
But yeah, that was just fucking dope logo.
The logo
It's
is
better than the shit we got now.
it pays homage to the the old Smackdown logo with the fucking exclamation point in the middle. But that has nothing to do with our heels, I suppose.
Yeah.
Nah,
Our heels of the week. Who would you say?
I know who I would give it to.
Matt fucking Riddle.
Bro.
This man has been taunting Goldberg before and after the
Calling
fucking
him basura.
the fucking Super Showdown. Went on to fucking. Didn't he have some other beef with somebody else too, or you said some other shit, or it was just strictly Goldberg this week?
No. Then he retweeted a fan's comment on the Lacey Evans.
Right.
Sandbagging Bailey.
Yeah, he goes. He mentions her sandbagging, and he goes. He must have watched Super Showdown.
Yeah, for real.
So
Still
he-
getting
he-
on Goldberg.
He was killing it on social
Yo,
media.
Riddle's balls, Riddle and Velveteen Dream
Yo, facts.
are gonna fucking like just their charisma, personality. They're gonna fuck shit up, and it's gonna be fun to watch. Like this is the future right here, just
Facts.
battling it out. And Matt Riddle sure had himself a week, but we'd be remiss not to mention Shane McMahon healing it up for most of the airtime during the
Yo,
week.
for real.
Fucking
Damn
in
it, you kiss my ass now!
He was healing on every show. Every show this week. What the
yo,
fuck?
he took mad airtime to not even wrestle.
Speaking of taking mad airtime to not even wrestle, Baron fucking Corbin. Enough said. So, moving on. You guys wanna talk about some some serious shit now?
Let's talk about some serious shit.
Now, the internet has blown up. It's been the talk of the weekend. It's been on social media everywhere. Apparently, these two individuals did not have a great match. Undertaker and Goldberg, right? Some people say they were a little
Some people.
prehistoric.
Yo. So a lot of people have actually come out in defense of them, right? Jericho was like their fucking treasures and their idols and legends and whatever, and everybody's been very
nice.
positive, right? Mark Henry. What the fuck?
Fuck.
I saw a fly.
You fucking...
Thought that was Elite Steve.
So, just incredible ass motherfucker. So, yo,
I'm not gonna touch
everybody is talking positive about the match in terms of like, yo, those are legends, like, don't talk shit. Yeah, but when do you gotta like say enough is enough, right? Like,
That's a great question. You know what? I think we're gonna answer that for you guys this week, right?
kudos, first of all, just talking about the match real quick, right? Because the match itself does require some. Yo, Goldberg tried his darndest.
Yo, but this man concussed himself
He-
before
yeah,
the
right.
match.
You did this already. Why would you do this again? What happened last
Like,
time? He had a
when
concussion
is-
before he left the fucking locker room.
like, when is enough, bro?
He hit that corner post. He took that fucking ungodly fucking tombstone, and somebody I don't know who's wrong in the tombstone. Is it the Undertaker? Is it Goldberg?
It's
I think it's
both.
Undertaker's fault in the tombstone. But anyway, whatever. Like they were both like, who gave them a 8-minute match? Like an 8-minute. It was like
no,
No, it was like 15 minutes.
No, it was scheduled to be 20 minutes.
Yeah, it was supposed to be.
And
a
it
long-ass
only
match.
lasted 8 minutes. Vince pulled the plug after the fucking the
jackhammer?
botches and shit. Yeah, it was a
That shit was yo, but 100-degree weather.
he
With
collapsed.
two fucking 50-year-old men.
Yo, you gotta know, like,
on.
son. So kudos to them, but yo, they should have known
Goldberg
better, man.
collapsed
That shit-
after the match.
It's tough. They're old motherfuckers. Like, so this is what it comes down to. When do you hang him up? When do you retire? When do you say enough is enough? Is it an age? Like, is it ability? Like, when do you say like, bam, this is my retirement? Because we know a lot of fellas that have made their way well past their prime, and are they ruining their legacies? Like, are we seeing like the damage of the Undertaker? Like, cause
All of that shit, I feel varies.
all right,
And
so
it
let's
depends
talk
on a
about it.
lot of shit. So I think number one, it depends on who you're talking about. Number two, legacy wise, I think also depends on who you're talking about, but it also depends on what they're doing in the ring.
But what you talking about? Like,
Because if you have there's oldies out there that are doing some work, but then there's oldies out there that are not. And if you're talking legacies, ruining legacies, yeah, maybe you'll have an appearance. Like maybe an old guy comes back and does a show, and maybe it's whack and it's trash. But then you don't really remember those, right? Like you're not really doing too much damage to the legacy. It's just a one-off, maybe 2 off, 3 off, 4 off. 5 off.
Undertaker Goldberg headline
That's
fucking
not
Saudi
that's
Arabia.
that's not who I'm
You
talking
see
about.
what
But
I'm
yeah, that's not one of that's not an example.
So who the fuck are you talking about?
Maybe a Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle is rough because they did a lot with him. A Vader when he did his thing. A Goldust because Goldust didn't come back. But when he did come back, he started doing good. So he kept he kept it going. Maybe a Tommy Dreamer.
So you think Tommy Dreamer should hang him up? He's got no entertainment value whatsoever.
No, I don't think he should hang him up. He's old, but he's one of those old guys that's coming in and he's still doing it where he just did the.
Tommy Dreamer.
He can still he could believably put on a match, and I can believe he can hang with. You know, like he can dish out. Like I'll see one of his fights and I'll believe it. I'll be like, okay, this guy's not too old to pull this off.
He is 48 years old.
But he doesn't look 48.
He is a 48-year-old man. I don't think he's old. Like, think about this. If you're working any other job, 48 is nowhere. Like, you're a long ways away from retiring.
Yeah, but this ain't any.
I
ordinary
understand
job.
that, but yo, for a long time, these people didn't make that kind of money. Remember, ECW didn't make that kind of money.
Yeah. I feel you.
This is when you're making that kind of money. This is where you This is where you cash in
And
on
that's another
all
factor.
those bumps
That's
that
another
you
factor,
took.
though. Do you need the money?
Is it? If we're talking about like, so when should they hang him up, and who are we talking about? Let's start. Cause Tommy Dreamer, keep going. He's got value to add as long as he's not putting on 12-minute matches. As long as it's like in a clusterfuck.
All right.
Right, he thrives in clusterfuck matches. You put him in a Royal Rumble, you put him in like a wild card match, right? You put him in like the Battle Royale. You put him in those kind of like just hardcore 12-man clusterfucks, and that's where he's best.
And he's an agent behind the scene in Impact.
Oh yeah.
So he knows what he's doing, man.
Well, that's one. That's another thing too. Most of these guys have other things to do because they're prepping for like post wrestling life.
Right.
Rey Mysterio.
He still goes. I mean, unless he keeps getting hurt. But I mean, let him wrestle until he's done. If he wants.
Is
to
the
keep
excitement there though?
wrestling. Yo, people pop for him.
Okay.
I think Ray said it in a podcast. I forgot which one it said, but I think it was a Wrestling Link podcast, and he said it that he wants to hang him up once he has that one-on-one match against his son.
Yo.
That's what he wants to do.
And he'll go.
Wow.
That's how he wants to sail off in the sunset.
Wow. Good for him. I hope they do that.
And it might.
really do.
What if it's in
AEW?
Nacion Lucha Libre?
Oh,
There you go.
Shout out to Nacion Lucha Libre.
Alberto Del Rio.
Our boy Ricardo Rodriguez. Hey.
Shout out to
I can't do it too long.
Pero con son huevos.
I like
So-
mine scrambled.
Or you call him big? That was just a segment. But hey, yeah, he doing his thing.
Stupid idiot.
We see you, bro.
Yeah, good shit, man. That's gonna be fun to watch. So it might not be in the WWE. Like I could see him doing it in Mexico, right? Where like he could sell out an arena in fucking Mexico.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking fire, bro.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Um,
So who?
I don't think. Yeah, you're right. I don't think Ray should hang him up yet.
Ray's 44.
What
Hell
about
no.
what about Matt Hardy?
He looks good though.
Matt
He came
Hardy-
back. He's in great shape.
He's in great shape, but he's hurt.
That's what I'm saying.
He gets hurt.
You can. What is it? What's the saying? Perception is everything, or what?
Perception is reality.
Reality. And yeah, he may look good to you, but that's what it looks like. You don't know what the intent of that injury is. He says he's clear to wrestle and all that shit, but how badly did that fuck him up? Is he on borrowed time? Is he like, can he rock a fucking out for an hour? I highly doubt it.
In a
Right.
clusterfuck match, in a 6-man tag match, ladder match.
You're gonna make me watch a 6-man tag match that lasts an hour?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
You wouldn't watch an hour-long 6-man tag match with the right team?
I mean, maybe the Bucks will be in it.
Usos, LAX,
Stop it. Now you just
Penta.
How about his brother Jeff?
Another one who's 41. Nah, keep it going. I mean, again, injuries, right? Injuries are the main ones.
But that's what I'm talking about. These guys are different. These guys have the battle scars, and these guys have the injuries documented already. I don't see. I don't have a storyline I want to see them in. There's not a title I want to see them win. They're only gonna be building up the talent, right? And what talent are you bringing up with this fucking storyline suck anyway, right?
How about, all right, so let's stop talking about WWE for a second. How about PCO?
Woo!
PCO is
Said it.
50 years young, and he's fucking doing his
Yo,
goddamn thing.
That man is bringing value to Ring of Honor right
Yo,
now.
He sure is getting thrown off the top rope like that, taking bumps left and right.
And his social media shit has been on point, man. The way he uses Twitter and he's making his videos and carrying on his character, like he's showing like every aspect of depth in his character in 50, like at 50 years old.
That's something different. That's something you see if that's a case where it worked, where you brought somebody back from from back in the day, and he's doing his thing and it's working, and people are excited to see him. People will love to see him in a storyline. He won championships already with the 6-man tag team champs. People are paying to see him. Like, he's over as fuck, and it's because he's doing so well. Not all of these guys are Sandman.
Sandman
Jesus,
looks
Sandman.
55. Like he
Jesus.
is beat the fuck up.
I don't want to see him do anything
In
else.
wrestling, yeah.
Sabu. I don't really want to see him do anything else. I'm scared for him. I'm worried for Sabu.
So
Like, Dustin Rhodes is a different one.
Why?
He's 50 and he's still rocking. I don't think he should hang him up. Brock Lesnar's in the best shape of his life, 41.
Yeah, he still got a lot. He still got a good 4 or 5 years.
Triple H.
Brock Lesnar, yeah, at his work rate, like his body doesn't get beat up. How does he beat up his body, Brock Lesnar? He fucking comes out, wrestles one match every 3 months.
All right, so I will say this. Given the fact that we hate his fucking guts right now, everybody's so fucking tired of him. Do you want to see him hang him up because you're so tired of him?
Brock Lesnar?
Storyline wise, at
Brock
least.
Lesnar? I love Brock Lesnar.
He brings that excitement to the product.
Brock Lesnar, if done correctly, can be the motherfucker you just hate, man. Every time like something's like turning around, here comes Brock Lesnar to fuck shit up and take everything he wants and do whatever he wants.
Shout out to Money in the Bank.
Yo, this whole Money in the Bank thing is gonna be amazing. I think it's been great so far.
Ooh, R-Truth.
Hell no. R-Truth is he's 47 years old. He's having like the best part of his career right now.
He's having a great entertaining wise. You haven't really seen great ring work, have you?
But he's entertaining.
He's entertaining.
I want wrestling to
that.
be entertaining too, right? Think about, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, entertain me, clowns. Like that. This is what we're watching. Like,
well,
people pay to see
well,
Big
it's
Show.
the Big Show.
Is he face or heel?
I think he's done though.
Is he done?
Yeah,
think
he's
he's
got to
done.
be.
He
He's
has
got
to
to be.
He has to be done.
But a lot of it goes back to like your body's wear and tear,
Yeah.
right? Can you handle it?
No, but he had a great
Career.
great career. No, not even that. He was in great shape recently. Remember he lost weight with Cena and all that shit. He was doing
He
great.
was getting ready for a match with Shaq, right? Like
Yeah.
not too long ago.
Yeah,
I think it was
Shaq
WrestleMania.
pulled out of that shit.
Shaq pulled out.
Shaq pulled out.
That's what she said.
Just like I do on your mom.
Wow.
Hey. All right, Triple H.
What?
Great shape, but do you want to see him in anything?
I had fun at the Batista match, watching the Batista match.
Okay, I'll give you that. Shane McMahon. Did we do Shane McMahon yet?
Nah, but
Shane
Shane McMahon adds. He's not a bad wrestler, and he gives you spots.
I got a good one.
He's a stunt man.
Okay.
He's not a wrestler.
Ask
Right.
AJ Styles. They had a pretty wrestler match.
One match.
All right, what about
Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle, come on, man.
No,
Ask King of the Ring, fucking glass.
He's done.
No, I meant the Kurt Angle match. But yeah, Kurt Angle is done.
Oh yeah.
Kurt Angle should hang him up. He's one that fits in line where
His neck. He had a broken freaking
he was
neck.
on borrowed time,
Yeah.
came back. It wasn't the same. It was not the same.
So again, your bodies, and then we look at the Undertaker, dog.
All right.
You don't need to do
Pretty
this
chubby,
anymore.
you had one.
Who Vince Guerrero?
Okay.
Oh shit.
Didn't he kill somebody?
Look at the incident that he was in recently.
He did not. kill
R.I.P.
him.
Silver King.
My bad. Somebody died on his watch.
He's not. Part
Was
of the,
that wrong?
He's not part of that Night's Watch. And fucking, he's not in charge of people's lives.
Is he not? If he's in the ring with you?
No, that's the ref's fault. No, man, it sucks. That sucked. But the ref should have been checking. That's never mind.
I have one that might make you ponder. Chris Jericho.
I don't know, bro.
He just did a moonsault, main eventing a fucking Japanese pay-per-view. Dog, come on,
Okay,
man.
that's
Anakata.
moveset, body-wise type, okay.
Yo, but that character though.
Character, everything's on to the top. Yeah, I don't think he should just cut it quits now that he's on top.
Why?
Ruin the legacy.
Bro, he just signed a
Nah.
AEW. He's our top heel.
And what if AEW goes under and they're shit? How does he look right now?
So who has ruined their legacy at the tail end of their career?
Scott Hall. Terribly. Jake the Snake Roberts.
Ouch.
Terribly.
That was rough to watch.
And I love these guys. And they've made resurgence after this, like afterwards and shit. Like they're good now, and that's fine. But their legacies were a hit.
What do they have in common? DDP Yoga.
Hey, shout out to DDP Yoga.
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels, at one point.
Nah, at
some point.
the end, that was like so
towards the
far. Yeah, like
Oh, cause no, he had a bang with Undertaker. This last match was the fucking match of the year for 5 years. 5 years. He only lost last year.
I don't want to see him come back. Don't come back
Okay.
from that. Like,
Yeah,
don't come back.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Shawn Michaels. Oh, you're right. I'm not even thinking about the Saudi show. You're right.
Yeah,
I'm
the
thinking
Saudi
about
show.
WrestleMania.
That Saudi show was
Holy
sad,
shit, you're
man.
fucking right.
Kane,
Wow. Kurt Angle.
I don't want to see Kane come back.
Kane.
You know what I mean? Like, Kane should not be wrestling.
Kane, Kurt
Pa' qué?
Angle. The Hardy Boys.
Yo, put him in a manager role. What's up, yo?
Not even the Hardy Boys. Nah, I don't want to say that because they had a great run. They
Isn't
did
that
multiple things? They did multiple things. But that's all the time we have for you folks.
That's
this
what they
week.
should call the next paper.
That's exactly what they should call it. We don't care where you getting your fix from. We know you getting it somewhere. And Pretty Chubby Flacco's about to tell you where the hell you can go and give us some good reviews.
It's on that Apple Podcast. Scroll down, write us a nice little review, and give us those 5 stars. 5 stars.
Fuck your 5 stars. I'm not gonna give you that shit. What you gonna do?
I'll give your mother the single beat.
Yo, I'm on Apple iTunes right now, getting that shit done right now. Hey.
Everywhere iPods and podcasts are listening to. iPods. Are iPods even a thing?
Let's pay some bills real quick. Shout out to Synergy. Shout out to Fight App. And 10 counts of 10 toe. Peace.